Ladies and gentlemen, Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions welcomes you to yet another season of India Insight. Envisioned by Mrs. Prema Rajagopal, the founder of this institution, way back in 2004, the objective ever since has been to enhance the knowledge of India and appreciate the diverse culture of this nation. As our young children take part from various corners of the world, over the last couple of years in the digital avatar, this contest has reached over 20,000 students across 10 countries. We at the Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions truly appreciate and acknowledge the support and patronage given to us by all the participating schools, their teachers and managements. Before we begin, it is our pleasure and privilege to invite a well-known educator and a passionate teacher from the Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions, a teacher who has grown to become the principal of this institution. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Vasuma Achar.
Dear viewers, heritage is legacy that transcends from one generation to another. It is not an easy endeavor to comprehend the enormous wisdom that exists manifold about a country. India Insight Quiz is one step towards bringing this wisdom to the students who are the beacons to a prosperous future. Srimati Prema Rajagopal, a great visionary and the backbone of our institution, gave great importance to values, culture, heritage, and ethics. Prema ma'am's qualities of leadership, integrity, and commitment towards education played a phenomenal role in not just imparting a means for living, but also a medium to foster critical thinking and instill values in generations to come. India Insight Quiz is a part of the dream envisaged by Prema ma'am to transform today's learners into architects of a promising future, because the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of these dreams. Good luck to all the participants. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my privilege to introduce our host for the day. Rashmi is currently Asia's only professional lady quiz host. An alumnus of the prestigious NITK Surathkal and IIM Calcutta, she has hosted close to 1,000 shows across India, Singapore, and several countries across the Middle East. She is the only woman to have been invited to host a quiz at Kuwait for the last 5 years. She was recognized by Business World as 40 under 40 as a personality from India to reckon with. She was the winner of the Quiz Host of the Year 2022 by SMX Leadership Summit. She's been part of this quiz for many years, as she has been part of several quizzes such as Tata Crucible, the Union Bank Quiz, the Rural IT Quiz, TCS Inquisitive, just to name a few. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. Time to welcome your host, Miss Rashmi Furtado.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second semi-final of the India Insight Quiz in the junior category. India Insight is a creation of the Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions. This is an effort to try and ensure that the students of our country are more aware and proud of our country. So India Insight is a step closer to that vision. So let's get started. All of these students have gone through multiple rounds, prelim, quarterfinal, and then reached the semi-final here today. You know their caliber, so let's quickly get to know them and then get started with the semi-final. Our first finalist for the day is Atyukt from New Era Senior Secondary School, Vadodara. Joining us all the way from Doha, representing the Noble International School is Anne. From down south, Chennai, representing the Padma Seshadri Bal Bhavan is Omkar. And completing the lineup for us here today from Bangalore, from the Vidyaniketan School, Hebbal, is Shihan. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds is what I have for them here today, all of them on the buzzer. The scoring pattern is plus 50 if they get it right, minus 50 if they get it wrong. It's the semi-final. The questions are going to be slightly tougher, and I will be a little stricter with the timing because it's the semi-final. We're getting closer to that world finale. We have already completed the first semi-final, and one spot has already been occupied as the world finalist. So let's see who from among the 4 of them will qualify to that world finale. So let's get started with the semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. The first round coming up on your screen is India at a glance. Here we go. Finalists, you will have images coming up on your screen and corresponding questions from me. Okay? If you press the buzzer while I'm still reading out the question, I will stop reading the question because you're indicating to me that you already know the answer. You are not allowed, or you cannot expect me to complete the question after you have pressed that buzzer. This is the rule we follow everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, just to ensure that nobody blocks the question for the remaining finalists. We're just being fair. So let's get started. We have 5 questions in this round. Remember, scoring pattern is plus 50, minus 50. Good luck to all of you. The buzzers are open and they're highly sensitive, so please be careful. Let's get started with the first one coming up on your screen now. This is a book on the Bhagavad Gita. Go ahead, Omkar.
This is the Gita Rahasya, which is written by Rabindranath, not Rabindranath, it is written by Lokmanya Tilak.
Give me one final answer. You gave me a lot of answers.
Rabindranath, Lokmanya Tilak.
Okay, you stick to Lokmanya Tilak.
Yeah.
Plus 50 on that. Plus 50 on that. It happens. It's ingrained in our mind that so many works of literature has been written by Rabindranath Tagore that to come up with the other names, sometimes even if you know it, you sort of make a mistake, but he got it right. I had to give him a fair chance because he did say Lokmanya Tilak. Getting plus 50 on that is Omkar. Let's move on to question number 2, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on your screen now. This temple in the city of Allahabad in Daraganj is dedicated to whom? Look at the image carefully. I'll give you a hint, I'll give you a clue. You will be able to see arrows beneath his body. That's a big clue. Omkar, go ahead.
It is Bhishma.
Bhishma Pitama from Mahabharat. Absolutely right. Getting a plus 50 on that is Omkar. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, there is a temple for Bhishma in Allahabad. The image right there on your screen is the image of that temple. If you actually zoom and look closer, there are arrows underneath or beneath his body. And Omkar getting that right with that clue, plus 50 on that. Let's move on to question number 3, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on your screen. Here we go. Social media. This is a social media campaign of Chandrayaan 3, the successful landing of Chandrayaan 3. Whose social media campaign is this? Think online delivery, or rather online platform and home delivery. Let me put it that way. Not online delivery. Look at the colors carefully. Oh, taking too long. time is up. I have to be strict with the time, ladies and gentlemen. It's the semi-final. Shihan, you took too long. You can give me the answer, but no points. You can try. Do you want to try?
Is it Zomato?
Zomato is absolutely right. I wish you had pressed the buzzer a little sooner. All right. Let's move on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 4 coming up on your screen now. Which beautiful city is this? Known for its Atyukt. Go ahead.
Ma'am, is it Jaipur?
Jaipur is absolutely right. I was just going to say, known as the pink city, Jaipur giving Atyukt plus 50. The final question of this round, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on your screen now. Which city gets its name from this incident? Omkar, go ahead.
This is Nashik. It is
Nasik.
in Maharashtra.
And what is this incident, Omkar?
Lakshmana cuts the nose of Shurpanaka. Nasi means nose, so this is Nashik.
He knows the entire story and he's absolutely right. Getting a plus 50 is Omkar. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they have been doing well. Let me tell you where they stand. All right. Atyukt on 50 points and Omkar is on 150 points. Anne and Shihan are yet to score. Shihan would have been on 50 had he pressed that buzzer a little earlier on that question on Zomato. But for now, this is the score. It's only the first round. It's too soon to comment on who is going to win this quiz. So let's move on to the second round, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible India. Here we go. The format remains the same, images on your screen with corresponding questions from me. Rest of the rules are also the same. 5 questions. Question number 1 coming up on your screen. Who is this young man who made India proud? Look at the image carefully. Omkar is quick on the buzzer. Go ahead.
Is it APJ Abdul Kalam?
Why do you say so?
He was making the rocket at Tumba, some rocket to launch it. I don't know what rocket is it, but I know it's APJ Abdul Kalam.
He basically converted St. Mary Magdalene Church in Tumba as a makeshift space center. He's absolutely right. Omkar getting plus 50, ladies and gentlemen. Good answer, good quality answer by him there. He gets another 50 there. Let's move on. Question number 2, coming up on your screen. Identify this incredible Indian. Oh. No one going on this. Time is up. No one going on this. You all are going to feel bad about the answer. She is none other than MS Subbulakshmi. This is her picture when she was younger. All right, MS Subbulakshmi, not someone you don't know. You certainly know who she is. The picture from her younger days, MS Subbulakshmi. Let's move on. Question number 3, coming up on your screen now. What is this amazing place called or identify? Atyukt, go ahead. Quick on the buzzer. Go ahead, Atyukt.
Ma'am, the G20 was held here.
What's it called? My question was, what is this place called? It has a name. My question clearly said, what is this amazing place called? I cannot give you on G20. I'm sure rest of them knew that as well. All right, minus 50. Minus 50 on that. He misinterpreted the question. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer that I was looking for is Bharata Mandapam. Bharat Mandapam is what I was looking for as an answer. All right, moving on. Question number 4 coming up on your screen. Now, this has a 2-word name. The prefix means instrument. Atyukt, go ahead.
Ma'am, is it a Jantar Mantar?
Jantar Mantar is absolutely right. Atyukt makes up for that negative that he took in the previous question. He gets another 50 on Jantar Mantar. All right, the final question of this round, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on. Coming up on your screen now. Where is this iconic dome in India? Basically, what structure is this? Or which building is this? I'll help you out. Think Mumbai. Oh, Atyukt, okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, is it the Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus?
I understand why you would think so, but minus 50 on that. This is none other than the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel in Mumbai. Okay, and that is the dome of the hotel. Getting a minus 50 on that, but good try, very good try. And if you look at the architecture closely, the dome part, it is possible that you can mistake it for Chhatrapati Shivaji, but unfortunately, that's not the right one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through into the semi-final. So let's quickly take a look at the score before we move on to the next round. Scores coming up. Oh, with a lot of gaining and losing, Atyukt is back on nil. Anne is on nil and so is Shihan. But Omkar is doing well. He is on 200 points. He scored some really good points in the first round and also the second round of the quiz. Let's move on. If you ask me, it's not a bad place to be nil because they only have to get the positive scores and move forward in the game. So let's move on to the next round. Coming up on your screen is India in a word. Here we go. Alright, so you'll have images on your screen with corresponding questions from me. But you will also have blocks that will appear on your screen that will indicate the number of letters in the answer. Okay, please be very watchful of the number of blocks, it's very important. Let's get started. The first one, who is this famous actor and singer? Atyukt, go ahead.
Ma'am, Kishore Kumar.
Plus 50. Absolutely right. Kishore Kumar giving Atyukt plus 50. Good answer by him there. Let's move on. What did he create in our country? He created something. Anne, go ahead.
Amar Chitrakatha.
Amar Chitrakatha giving her plus 50. Good answer there. Uncle Pai is the one who created our Chitrakatha and getting that right and getting a plus 50. Let's move on. Question number 3. Who is this character from one of the Indian epics? Go ahead, Omkar.
Kumbhakarna.
Kumbhakarna. Absolutely right. Plus 50 to Omkar on that. Moving on, the semi-final is moving on very quickly. So let's move on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. In which town is this famous temple? Omkar again, go ahead.
Gujarat.
Minus 50. Minus 50 on that. This is the Brihadishwara temple. And I said in which town, Omkar? I did not say state, I said which town. All I required from you was Tanjore. Tanjore is all I was looking for as an answer. One final question of this round, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on your screen. Where does this take place? Go ahead, Atyukt.
Ma'am, the Wagah border.
Plus 50. Good answer. The Wagah border giving him 50 points. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done with 3 rounds of the quiz. Let's take a quick look at the score. Alright, there's a slight change in the score now. Omkar gained and lost, or rather lost and gained, so he's back on 200. Atyukt doing well, he's on 100 points and on 50. Time for us to move into the last round of this quiz, ladies and gentlemen. India Inspired. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the second semi-final of the India Inside Quiz of the junior category. This is a platform that was created by the Vidyaniketan group of institutions. You have been watching their game, they have been playing really, really well. I told you the scores right before we moved into this round. There are 5 more questions remaining in this round. I would still tell that Omkar is technically not out of the woods. It is still possible for all 4 of them to win this quiz. So he has to be careful and he has to, play out his strategy well if he wants to win the quiz. It is still a possibility for all 4 of them to win. Let's get started with this round. Nothing appearing on your screen. I'm the only one who will give you any clues to do with the question. Okay? So good luck to you. 5 questions is what you have. So technically, you can win 250 points. So even at this point, if Shihan can give all 5 questions, all 5 answers right, even he can win this quiz. So let's see what happens. The first question of this round, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The princely state of Travancore was located in which modern state of India? Omkar, go ahead.
Kerala.
Plus 50. Absolutely right. Omkar getting a plus 50. The second question, here it is. Who was the first Indian cricketer to be given out by a third umpire in an... Omkar again, go ahead.
Sachin Tendulkar.
Sachin Tendulkar, giving him another 50, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Omkar getting another 50 there. He's trying to race forward. The third question of this round, here it is. Who was the first Vice President of India? Omkar again, go ahead.
Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan.
Giving him 50 points is Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, plus 50 there. Last 2 questions, ladies and gentlemen, the penultimate one, here we go. Which type of painting in its original style is an art form? Shihan, go ahead. Go ahead, Shihan.
Ma'am, I didn't hear the question properly.
Minus 50. Minus 50. I had warned you all in the very beginning that once you press the buzzer, I will not complete the question because you're indicating to me that you already know the answer. Minus 50 on that. I will complete the question, but unfortunately, none of them will get to attempt on it. Let me complete the question. Which type of painting in its original style is an art form practiced by women folk of the Mithila region of Bihar? The answer, Omkar, go ahead. No points, go ahead.
Is it Madhubani, ma'am?
Madhubani is absolutely right. Madhubani is what I was looking for. The final question, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, only the winner goes through. Let's see what happens. I think we know the result is, but we must complete the quiz here. The final question, here it is. Which state is the only home of the brow-antlered deer, locally known as Sangai? Sangai. Omkar, go ahead.
Is it Manipur?
Manipur is absolutely right. Omkar getting 50 points on that, ladies and gentlemen. The final tally on the scoreboard. Here we go. All right. With 400 points, Omkar from Padma Seshadri Bal Bhavan, Chennai, securing the second spot in the world finale of the India Inside Quiz for the junior category. The remaining contestants are also on good scores. Atyukt on 100 and on 50. Shihan unfortunately did not recover. He gained the minus 50 a little while earlier. But Omkar played very well, a consistent game from the very beginning, and he has now moved into the world finale of India Inside Quiz for the junior category. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the India Inside Quiz. This is a platform created by the Vidyaniketan group of institutions for the students of our country. Of course, we see participation from all over the world. We have global participation on this platform for various events, for drawing, debate and quiz. And here we have today completed the second semi-final. I have 2 more semi-finals to go. There are 2 more spots remaining in that world finale. So you don't go anywhere and join me in the third semi-final. I hope to see you there.